This video I'll be showing you guys, in my opinion, one of the more fun schemes in Madden 26. Now, I wouldn't even call it a scheme because it's not nearly efficient enough to be a scheme, but it's going to be one of the most fun series of plays to run. It's going to be at this gun split close formation out of the Jets playbook, but it's also in a couple other playbooks I'll make sure to put on the screen for you guys. Now, it's going to be this triple option play as well as this motion flood play, so make sure you put your audibles to both of those in this formation. And trust me, you're going to have a lot of fun running these plays. Is it going to be super consistent? Maybe, maybe not for the triple option play. I think the motion flood play is a little more consistent. But let's just run it. And I'm kind of about to just say why I think it's a good play in this game. Because first and foremost, the lack of the QBs fumbling this year is so insane. So like, when you could just run a read option or a triple option without the fear of just fumbling, because I've been obviously, I'm not saying you won't fumble at all. I've been running this play since pretty much the game came out. I took a break a little bit the last, week or so. I'm definitely gonna be back, so be on the lookout for those videos. They're definitely gonna be a lot better plays than this. But yeah, I fumbled just one time running this play, and it was with Lamar Jackson, which is hilarious. And yeah, like I said, this is a very good play to run. But like I said, you gotta make sure that you hand the ball off once it's dead, once the QB option is cooked, because you don't want to lose yards when running this play. Even if you gain 1 or 0 yards, that's completely fine. But you just don't want to lose yards, or you don't want to, risk a chance of fumbling. But like I said, I like this play so much because of the lack of fumbles from your quarterback, and because laterals are so good this year. The amount of and one laterals that I got this season where I'm literally about to get hit, but I just pitch it to my running back, like similar to that, and they run. They don't get the speed burst, right off the bat, which is kind of annoying. But they do look pretty good. Like that time, it would have been better if he would have, stayed to the left a little bit. But again, this is definitely a mini efficient play, or not efficient play. I don't know why I keep saying the word efficient. It's funny, I fumble as soon as I say I only fumble once. That's what happens when you record on YouTube. They want you to look like a fraud, so stuff like that happens. But trust me, I fumbled one time when running that play. Now, it's not really much to really, break down any further, so we could go into the motion flood play, because like I said, you can see it in this mode right here. If they're not a conservative, you're gonna gash them running this play. If they're in conservative for your read option key, then you're not gonna have as much success running this play. You could still have success, but it's not gonna be to the degree of with them not having it on conservative. A lot of people don't go on conservative too, so keep that in mind. Like I said, you can run all over the field with your quarterback. You don't even need the most athletic quarterback. I was dominating running this play with Shador Sanders, by the way, who has 77 speed. But like I said, very, fun play to run. I like running this play. And the reason I like running it too, because it doesn't really matter what formation they're in. It's still pretty much going to have the same success. Now, if they load up to the left a little bit, then it kind of gets annoying because it basically eliminates the option for the quarterback run. But like I said, very fun play to do. Now, I'm going to show you guys the motion flood play next, and I like this play just as much as the triple option, if not more. Like I said, going against man to start off. This is what the play looks stock. What I like to do is very simple. I like to just put my running back to the right, Chris Rodriguez in this case, on the Texas route. And I like to put Noah Brown on a return route. To me, this is nothing insane. You can even put Terry McLaurin on a post route, because sometimes you might have them like that. You know what I mean? Versus just having them on that little weak route is never going to work against anybody, especially with safety help. Like, square might be one of the, weakest routes you could run. Like, let's just let them run this route and see what happens here. Trust me, nothing's good's going to happen, obviously. Completely bagged against cover 2 man. So at least let them be a part of the game. You know what I mean? Don't just have them eliminated. It's not like the safety really has any, impact on what we're doing this play. But like I said, the Texas route's gonna be your first option. You know what I mean? You should look at the Texas route. Let me stop saying, you know what I mean? It sounds so cringe. But like I said, the Texas route's gonna be your first read. I want your return route to be your second read. And yeah, very simple. The post route might be open. Sometimes you might be able to squeeze that one in, but the Texas route gets open a lot of times. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the formation. The 2 halfback set, they got to kind of adjust when the dude motions out. I don't know what it is, but this Texas route in this formation shreds so many times. Especially another thing too to keep in mind is that a lot of people are going to be running, or they're going to be using the linebacker that's guarding the running back too, which makes it even more, might get even more effective possibly. This is kind of with the play I like running. everybody on the field is accounted for. Not accounted for, but everybody on the field has a purpose on offense, which to me, that's all about what football is. You know what I mean? Especially against man coverage. It's just have enough guys where somebody has to win. You know what I mean? That's why I was posting in my last video. Somebody has to win eventually. That's kind of how I look at it with this. You have 4 routes, that have chances to win. Like, don't sleep on that Deebo Samuel route. That's what kind of I wanted to get into. For some reason, circle, I never seen that route before in the game. I mean, I've seen it before, but I don't really see it too often. That route is not like anything else. You know what I mean? It's not a regular out route. It's kind of insane in my opinion because a lot of times they just shred man coverage completely. Like, it look like they get boxed and they just like get a speed burst at the end. That's such a good route in this game. I have so much success with running this play. Thanks to that route primarily, honestly. So this is what this play is going to look like. It's very good. Very good, efficient play against man coverage. I've been running it against, players who are much better than me. They run adjustments. They pinch their safeties. They're switch sticking all over the field. And I still have a lot of success with running this play. So before you knock the play, because again, like I said, it hasn't been the greatest, explanation to this play, but for some reason it works. I can't explain why that out route just completely fries everybody. I can't explain why that Texas route just gets open all the time. Try it out for yourself, and I promise you're going to have good results when running this play. And I think I like too is against zone coverage too. We could go against that real quick. Like I said, run that post route. You're going to have a lot of success running this play. I promise you guys. Like I said, it's not a barn burner, but it's going to be a play that's going to give you consistent production in this game. Now let's go against cover buzz seam. A lot of times too with this play against zone coverage is the Ja'Cory Croskett Merritt, the wheel route play, or the motion route, sorry. They get open so many times in this game to the point where they just don't even get accounted for. Like, the amount of times they don't get accounted for when I run this play, I say 85% of the times they're not accounted for. I mean, we could run this play, I guarantee he's going to just be sitting there wide open by himself. Yeah, like always. So they're going to just relinquish a lot of yards, which, it seems like cheap yardage, but hey, those 4 or 5 yards add up. You know what I mean? Adds the Kansas City Chiefs. Those plays add up, and we could do the same thing against cover 3. Thing too is that Texas route in return, they're going to have to pick which one to guard a lot of the time, especially defenses that have just one user in the middle of the field. Like I said, this is going to be a very good play for you guys to do in this game. And yeah, you should have a lot of success. Watch the Texas in that return combination. It's crazy how I'm fumbling. Whatever. You guys get the point of this video. Not the greatest explanation, I'll admit. But if you need any help setting any of these plays up, please let me know. And I'm going to be posting a lot more consistently. I haven't posted in like 22 days. I was really busy with school. But again, I'm going to start playing Madden more consistently, which means I'm going to have a lot more better videos of this. To be honest, I just wanted to post a video because I haven't posted in a minute. I kind of missed posting them. So I'm thinking, all right, let me run a play that I do know works. Then I'm gonna obviously try more things out today and tomorrow. And I'm definitely gonna have more videos that are, even better plays for you guys than this one is. But with that being said, thank you guys for watching. And again, like I said, let me know anything that you need help with this play. If whether it's a setup or what hot routes you should do, what defenses does it not work against? Does it work against, certain defenses? And I'll be sure to answer that. But like I said, have a good day and thank you for watching.